the SECC, and we can't wait to get cracking. Firstly, I want to thank everybody as always. You know, this is our third straight show in Glasgow, and it's an absolute pleasure to come in, not just because of the support we get from the people, but from the media as well, and all of you guys here today. We really appreciate it. A lot's been said, obviously, since Ricky Burns' last fight, and I feel as though he's had a lot of unjust criticism regarding that fight. Everybody saw the fight, you judge it how you judge it, but at the end of the day, Ricky Burns gets in there and fights. That's what he does. He went through that fight with 10 rounds with a broken jaw. I don't know how he even got through the fight. Regardless of the decision, he's still the WBO lightweight champion of the world. And you know, I believe that he should have a huge amount of respect from the fans all over the world, from everything he's given to the sport of boxing. Now we have a new challenge, the undefeated Terrence Crawford. In my opinion, the toughest fight of Ricky's career so far. He's the golden boy of the top-ranked stable, he's the golden boy of the HBO and the lightweight division. And it's a very, very tough test, but I don't think he's ever been in with anyone like Ricky Burns, who for this fight is, I believe, more motivated than ever, more hungry than ever. And you know, we're going to do everything we can, and Ricky's going to do everything he can to make sure that this belt stays in Glasgow. I think this is a test that requires a huge amount of hard work from Ricky, which we know he's going to put in. It requires the support of the people of Glasgow and Scotland. I want everybody to get behind Ricky Burns for this fight. He needs it more than ever. It's a great fight, and we can't wait for the night itself. In terms of the bill, one fight which I'm very, very pleased to make, and if you're a social media follower or a Twitter follower, you would have seen a lot of back and forths going on over the last couple of months. Simmons will defend his WBC international title against Wadi Camachi. You know, they've had a lot of banter back and forth, and I think this is a fight that a lot of people want to see. I think stylistically it's a wonderful fight. Two very talented cruiserweights in a thin division, domestically, and a thin division globally as well, and a great opportunity for the winner of that fight to move on to certainly British, but more importantly British and world honours. And that's going to be an absolute barnstormer. I'm delighted, of course, to welcome the Olympic champion, heavyweight champion, Anthony Joshua, who will be making his first appearance in Scotland as we get underway in his journey to become the heavyweight champion of the world. He's a great talent, already a big name in the world of boxing, and you know, we can't wait for the people of Glasgow to see him in action as we continue his development. As far as the bill's concerned, big step ups for a lot of Scottish fighters. David Brophy will be taking his first title fight on the bill, looking to win the Celtic super middleweight title. Michael Roberts looking to step up in his first title fight. John Simpson, Scott Cardle will face Paul Appleby. Young Martin Ward, another Matchroom star as well, is going to be making a trip up here, and we're also looking to bring another Matchroom name onto the bill in due course. Tickets will go on sale at 1 o'clock today from ticketsoup.com, and again, we ask for the whole of Glasgow, the whole of Scotland to get behind Ricky Burns in what I believe is his toughest fight yet. And now I'm going to pass you over to the champion to say a few words. I'd like to welcome back, making another defence of his world title. Please give us a round of applause for Ricky Burns.
I just can't wait to be climbing back through the ropes. We've been back hard training now for the last 6 weeks. I know everybody was saying that, especially after the last fight, that Belgium deserved the rematch. That was the fight I wanted, but there's nothing I can do, and I feel I've got a tougher fight in front of me now in Terrence Crawford. Stylistically, he's very, very good, and I know myself I'm going to have to definitely bring my A game. So fingers crossed I can pull it off on the night, but it's going to be a good night.
Thanks, Ricky. I think it's important to just expand on what Ricky said about Terrence Crawford. I'm getting a little bit sick and tired of hearing from him, to be honest with you. After that fight, all of our intentions, and I think Ricky's to really set a record straight, was to fight Ray Beltran, not Terrence Crawford. To fight Ray Beltran immediately after that fight. We did everything we can. I made him a huge offer, interestingly, well beyond the numbers that were in his designated options for his first contract. But Top Rank, who promote both fighters, had their own agenda, and the agenda was Terrence Crawford is the golden boy. we're going to push him forward. So they pushed him forward, he got his mandatory position, and the only way the Beltran fight can take place is if Top Rank allowed it, and they chose for Crawford to fight. He's the one that obviously, they're pushing, he's the one they see as the future of the division, and he's the one that's going to get his wish to fight Ricky Beltran. So, beyond that, maybe we can look at the Beltran fight in the future, but now, after Ricky's disappointment of not fighting Beltran, like I said, he's got a much tougher fight and a much harder fight in Crawford. And I'd like to pass over to Billy Nelson, Ricky's long-term trainer, to say a few words about the preparation, the fight that he believes, what kind of fight Ricky will be in, and what he's preparing for the big night.
We've been on training now for about 4 or 5 weeks. Training's going really well. We've changed a few things in training. We've included a strength and conditioning trainer, which I think has been fantastic for Ricky. With regards to this fight, this fight's going to be a fantastic fight. In my opinion, it's both fighters' hardest fights in their careers. Terrence Crawford is a really talented boy. He's coming over here full of confidence, he's undefeated. But Ricky Burns will be equally as confident. This is the thing, he's 8th or 9th world title defence. He's had a reason to be confident, and with a fantastic crowd behind us in Glasgow. We're confident in an excellent victory.
Thanks, Billy. And Anthony, obviously you're out February the 1st, live on Sky Sports as well, in Cardiff, and then you'll be straight up here for the fight in Glasgow. I know you've heard about, I was telling you about the Scottish fans. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I've boxed out here before, so it'll be my first time boxing. It'll be an honour to box on the champs belt. And obviously I've got to get through my first bout February the 1st, sorry, in about 3 weeks. So and then I'll be straight up here for 4 weeks after that. Obviously I had a little shoulder injury. It was only nothing serious, and which held me out for 2 of my bouts in 2013. But I'll be full steam ahead, so there'll be no more pull-outs. And as I said, get through this bout in 3 weeks, and I'll be back up here soon. So I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you. And David, time for a step up for you. You've had a couple of fights now on Ricky's build, and are you ready for your first title fight?
Very excited for the title, so 10 rounds, I think Dean Valley always said that if I go 8-10 rounds, I've got to be the better fighter at the moment to do, so look forward to training hard for a 10 rounder and hopefully get in there and do the business as usual.
And Michael, same for you as well, in a division that obviously has got some Scottish talent as well, and Josh Warrington winning recently, and Lee Selby fighting Raymond Monroe, potentially British title coming out soon.
The series name was very good, an opportunity. I think that it's such a big show. So as long as I perform on the night, I can win that title and progress in the future.
And Wadi, big fight for you, obviously coming off a win at the XL and you lost to Conquest. I know this fight's been talked about for a long time, and people talked about whether it would happen in London or Scotland, but obviously you've made the trip up, and I know you're excited about the fight.
Yeah, most definitely. Just want to say very grateful, to be on the show, underneath Ricky Burns show. And basically, I'm here to do business. I didn't come here with my manager, my team, or with my friend. I'm coming by myself. On the 1st of March, I'm getting in the ring by myself. And I'm obviously going to be doing the business as supposed to be.
Stephen, I know it's a fight you've won as well.
First of all, I'd just like to say thanks to my sponsors, Terrence Crawford WBO World, Devon Forklift Trucks and Jim Coleman. Also thanks to my team, Danny One, great coach, Marco Kenny, strength and also Alec Lawson doing a great job, and thanks for letting me show. It's great to be on a great bill again here up in Scotland. Ricky Burns defending his world title again, and the future star heavyweight boxing, Anthony Joshua, so it's going to be great to share a night with him. But on the Wadi, he doesn't even deserve a shot. He's every time he's stepped up, he's got beat, and the only reason he's up here now in Scotland is because he got beat. And Wadi, look at me right now. See you tonight, you're getting smashed. I'm going to take your head off. Look at me. Mum, look at me.
Who's talking about?
You're disrespectful, you're impersonal.
Pokemon stuff.
You're a horrible person. I'm going to rip your head off.
Pokemon stuff. Keep it
Listen, you want to go on the car back now? I'll rip your head off right
You need to make sure you
See them pictures, you know,
prepare yourself.
what's your head off? Listen,
Talking about stuff. Prepare yourself.
Listen, you prepare yourself.
Listen, I'm telling you, when I hit you with the ear body shot, yeah, you're gonna feel it.
I've stepped up twice. You stepped up twice, repeat. Don't think you should beat the Paul Jonathan.
Well, you know what? I'm glad to be a bum. You know why? The bum's going to show you. The bum's going to show you Cookie Monster.
Okay.
Eddie, keep him on the leash, man.
Eddie, keep him on the leash, man.
Okay, so as you can see, this is the pre-fight press conference, not the one 2 days before the fight, but the one 7 weeks before the fight. This is one of the reasons why I was so pleased to make this fight. But at the same time, as always in the sport of boxing, it's important we have respect, please, for both fighters. Respect each other, regardless of what we think about them. And let's make sure we make it in the ring on March the 1st. It's going to be a great fight. Control your emotions at all times. And it's definitely one I'm looking forward to. So, thank you all for coming, as always. And spread the word. Tickets go on sale in 40 minutes. We're expecting a packed out SECC. I don't know what else to say really, other than we're going to have a few photos. But first of all, we're going to open to the floor. Any questions, please?